Look, after spending all that money, after being here, you now say because they've not been able to make up their payments, which is due to the fact that you change their payment plan, you are now asking them to go back home to Nigeria and they can remain a student from. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Wemimo and I'm also known as Thatmumof5 and also known as TMO5 Kanoko. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for always coming back. So today's video is about a post I found on BBC, and it's about this issue of some Nigerian international students who are in the UK and also some other African or other students who have come abroad to study in the UK. So if I'm glancing down, I'm going to be reading the story from my phone here, and it says that flights offer for crisis hitting Nigerian students. So as you all know, there was a time, we are still in the time in Nigeria where the rate of dollar to naira is a lot. There's about 34% interest rate or increase in the rate between dollar to naira, and we all know at some point someone like me benefited from that increase in pounds. I remember I was sending £100 to Nigeria and I was getting almost triple or fourth of what I would normally get if I had sent £100 maybe a few years ago. So I'm just going to read the story now, and we all know obviously with that drop in Nigerian currency to dollar and pounds, it has impacted on majority of Nigerian students who are studying in the UK. And trust me, I know the struggles these international students had to go through in order to get their visa approved, in order to get their flights, spending money, especially those who are also bringing families. It's not an easy thing and it's a lot of money for them. And you can imagine people who have already budgeted money that will last them for 3 months when they arrive in the UK, only for them to find out that that money they planned was going to last them for 3 or 6 months only lasted them a month. And again, how are they going to survive, especially those with children, when international students are only allowed to work 20 hours a week? So they were left in a tight corner. And as it is now, I'm going to be reading this story. It's just to let you know that I don't think the university are doing enough to support the students, and I don't think the Home Office are doing enough by saying that, okay, here is a free flight back to Africa or to where you have come from. So let me dive into the story. So it says that a university says it will help to fund flights home to Nigeria for crisis hit students who is reported to the Home Office. So as it says, a university, according to the university actually is Teesside University, reported some students to the Home Office. Apparently they were not able to pay their fees, and because they were not able to pay their fees, it automatically means that these students were breaching the rules or the policy of the visa they have to study in the UK. Students at Teesside University were thrown off courses and ordered to leave the UK after a currency crisis left them struggling to pay tuition fees. As you all know, the currency crisis was when naira to dollar was like a massive increase. Like 1 naira was about maybe $1,200. I mean, $1 was about 1,200 naira, and we're like, what? In this age, that exchange rate shouldn't be that much, you know. Anyway, following protests and the intervention of the Nigerian government, the university told the BBC it has now re-enrolled some students affected and opened a travel fund. So yeah, at some point the Nigerian government intervened. I really don't know how the Nigeria intervened on behalf of these Nigerian students. I would love to know, and if I really found out how the Nigerian government help these students, I'll pop it on the screen here so we can read and we can both know how the government of our country how they helped. One student said the offer did not go far enough, adding, in quote, the wide rippling effects of this are unmanageable and piling up. As reported by the news channel, the Middlesbrough-based university recently withdrew sponsorship for a number of students and reported them to the Home Office after they fell into tuition fee arrears. And we all know, as an international student, Nigerian who has come into the UK to study as an international student, you all know these university fees are not cheap. They are not cheap at all. It is not small money. It is not cheap money. It is not an easy money. You know, it is not. Only for you to be told because of there's a crisis currency and because you are struggling, they are now telling you, oh, the university had to go report some of these students to the Home Office, which means that the Home Office want them to pack their bags and go back home. Like, The students had seen their savings depleted as a consequence of Nigeria's worst economic crash in generations. Yes, we all know, and I'm sure it's still pretty much going on anyway. Fuel subsidy was raised by Tinubu, which meant that petrol and diesel went up. I was watching a video yesterday when a lady said she went to the market and look at all she bought. She spent just short of 500,000 naira. And when I looked at the video of the food she bought, I was like, what? This? Less than 500,000? I thought maybe she went to a designer market in Nigeria. Anyway, let's move along. Their financial struggles were exacerbated when the university changed payment plans from 7 installments to 3. So this is a fault of the university to the best of my knowledge, and in my own opinion, they already agreed a time frame, like a payment plan with the student, which is meant to be in 7 installments. Why change it to 3 installments? Why did the university change it to 3 installments? You all agreed with the students that they could make 7 instrumental payments towards their fees. Why now turn around and say, no, your fees have to be paid in 3 installments? So I believe, in my own opinion, that the university breached the contract these international students had with them based on paying their fees instrumentally. The impact was so significant that a nearby food charity said 75 of its new clients are now Nigerian students struggling to cope with the cost of living. And we all know, I'm sure I shared a video sometimes ago, that in this age, or we're in abroad, hardly would you see Nigerians using a food bank. But as it is now, they are saying here that 75% of a particular food bank consists of Nigerian students. As a consequence, some missed tuition fee payments and were subsequently frozen out of their studies. Trust me, if you miss a payment as an international student, the first thing is that your ID card will not allow you even enter the library. You will not be able to access anything, and before you know it, it will start affecting your assignment. You won't be able to submit your assignment. If you're not able to attend lectures, which is going to start to automatically affect your attendance, which is now on the negative side for you. Not being able to attend class, not being able to submit exams, not being able to submit essays, you know, it's going to impact negatively on the students. Soon after, they received Home Office letters ordering them to leave the UK. Home Office, not a joke. When it comes to information that somebody is ready to be sent home, Home Office will spring into action. They don't take their time at all. They don't joke at all. In May, a university spokesman said failure to pay was a breach of visa sponsorship requirements and claimed it had no choice but to alert the Home Office. But in this case, the agreement was that students could pay their instrumental university fees in 7 months. Why did the university decide to change the instrumental payments to 3 months, or to 3 payments rather than 7 payments? A Teesside University spokesman has now confirmed some affected students have been told they can resume their studies. How many percentage of Nigerian students are at Teesside University? I'll find out and I'll put the percentage on the screen here for you. We are working with a small group. Small group. I've not even gone to do the research yet. We are working with a small group who do need to return to their home country and are opening an international relief fund for this group only to offer additional financial support for this unexpected travel cost, he added. So as it is, they are offering financial cost, some part of financial cost for students who have spent millions or all of their life savings in order to come abroad to study as an international student. And just because of the currency crisis, that or whatever financial crisis Nigeria was going through, you have to change your payment plan with them, and now you're not saying you offer them part of the money for them to go back to their home country. That's not right. It's not fair, in my own opinion. The university has told some students they can complete their studies from Nigeria or return to the UK to resume them at a later date. Nah joke. After spending all that money, after being here, you now say because they've not been able to make up their payments, which is due to the fact that you change their payment plan, you are now asking them to go back home to Nigeria and they can remain a student from while being in Nigeria as compared to being here. Like, guys, let me know your thoughts and opinion in the comment section. Do you think they were right, like changing the payment plan from 7 instrumental payments to 3 instrumental payments, and now they are working with a tax relief with a small group of people? Like, guys, let me know what you think so far in regards to this story. The news channel understands some of those affected are now lodging legal appeals after being told to return to Nigeria. Well, I'm happy that they are doing that. One who did not want to be named said the university's offer failed to consider the significant impact the actions had on those affected. You can imagine, with the current state of Nigeria and the students who have been here for almost a year, spent all of their money, and you're now saying they should go back because they are not able to make their payments. Like, if I'm the one, I will not go anywhere. It said I was asked to return. It said in quotes, I was asked to return home, pay the balance remaining, and apply to return at a later date, but I don't trust them. So this person has been asked to go home, pay the remaining balance, and apply to come, which means this person will probably be paying double of what they've already paid the first time they were coming to pay that again. Nah, no, I won't do that if that was me. In quote, I feel this is a way to escape responsibility and they may not let me come back. Trust me, you ain't coming back. In quote, if they did, it will cost me thousands to pay flights, visa fees, and NHS fees again. I agree with this person. In quote, I've already spent so much coming here and now they want me to go back without any kind of certification to reflect my achievements. So of what use is the fact that it's been here for how many months, it's had a certain semester, and there won't even be a proof that it was once a student that so far this is what he or she has achieved so far. That way it could help them maybe start over again in Nigeria. If not me, I'm not going back home. The whole, in quote, the whole aim of coming here was to study. We haven't committed any kind of crime. I agree with this person. They've not committed any crime at all. I really want to understand why the university changed the payment plan of 7 installments to 3 installments. I really love to know why they did that. In quote, there's been no apology for the stress and trauma the university has put me through. So that was from a certain student there. And I felt, in my own opinion, I felt, for me once, I would love to know why the university decided to change the payment plan from 7 installmental payments to 3 installmental payments, also knowing fully well that these students can only work 20 hours a week term time. So if they brought a dependent in, I believe these students have already come into the UK before they change some of the immigration policy of dependents. So let's assume that they've come in with their dependents. Maybe someone who is a dependent can work full time, but the student can only work 20 hours a week. You can calculate whatever income the dependent is making from 20 hours a week. It's not a lot. I've been in school a very, very long time, and with this change of living cost crisis, and so many things that's inflated in prices, they would struggle. So now they are not able to make up their payments instrumentally, and now you are saying to them that, oh, you are going to offer them free flights. How would free flight benefit them? They're going to go back to Nigeria and start from square one again. Do you know if they have anything they'll be going back to? I just felt that in a way the students that are impacted should not be asked to leave to go back home. Instead, the university should work with them. Obviously, when they finish studying, they'll still have the chance to go on to work or get graduate roles. Maybe create a payment plan with them. Okay, you finish schooling, they have details on them, they have their address. If peradventure decide to, face a fare or run, they must ask their details. So I think, in my own opinion, how I felt the university could help them is not send them back by saying you are giving them free flights back home. No, that is not the way out. The only way out I see here is allow them go back to that instrumental payment plan you already agree with them, and if after they do that they are not even able to complete their payments, they're going to graduate, allow them finish their course. They're going to stay in the UK anyway to to kind of settle. Continue a payment plan with them. Let them continue to make a payment. Or if it means that getting in touch with the DWP to take payments out of their wages once they finish studying, because most of us that have studied using the student loan in this country, your student loan, a certain percentage of your student loan gets taken out of your payment slip even before your final salary gets into your account. I feel that is a way they could help them rather than telling them to go back home. Anyway, guys, let me know what your thoughts and opinions are in this video, and based on the options and the things that I've mentioned in this video, let me know what you think. Do you think they should send the students home? Do you think the plan I've suggested could work? And if you know of any other plans that you think could work, please put them in the comment section. Let's talk about this. This is the end of my video. I hope all the students meet some sort of help. I hope the legal appeal, the legal representation they are putting forward is able to get them a final answer so that they are able to stay here and continue with their studies. Thank you so much for watching my channel. If you have watched till now and you have not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? So please don't forget to like, drop a comment in the comment section, subscribe, turn on the post notification, share this video, and I'll catch up with you in my next one. All right, bye.